Henry Ford, the man who believed in the impossible. Maran 1. A childhood where dreams were unwelcome. In 1863, on a remote farm in Michigan, a boy was born whose name would one day change the world. His name was Henry Ford. He grew up surrounded by fields, cows, and the endless toil of farm life, but his heart had no room for plows. Instead, it beat for gears, levers, steam, and motion at age 12. While other children played ball, Henry took apart and reassembled clocks. He could fix any machine, even one he'd never seen before. But in his village, that was considered strange. Why waste your time on this? They'd say. You're a farmer. Your destiny is the soil. He stayed silent, but inside, a fire burned, one no one could extinguish. 2. Alone in the big city. At 16, Henry left home. With no money, no connections, just a suitcase and a dream, he arrived in Detroit, the city that moved, roared, and lived. His first job was as an apprentice in a machine shop. He slept on the floor, ate bread and water, but every night he read books about engines. When he spoke of horseless carriages, people laughed. Who would buy that? They asked. A horse is cheaper, more reliable, and it doesn't break down. But Henry saw the future, and he knew one day the world would agree with him. Failure after failure, but never surrender. His first company, Detroit Automobile Company, collapsed. Investors wanted expensive, luxurious cars for the wealthy. But Henry dreamed of a car for the common man. They fired him. His second company, Henry Ford Company, also failed. Partners didn't believe in his vision of mass production. They called him stubborn, a dreamer, even a fool. But in 1901, Henry went all in. He built a racing car and challenged America's fastest driver to a duel. Before thousands of spectators, his modest machine outpaced them all. That day, the world believed for the first time. Henry Ford wasn't crazy. He was a visionary. 4. The real battle against the system and doubt. Even after founding the party, Ford Motor Company, in 1903, success didn't come overnight. Banks refused loans. Newspapers wrote, "The automobile is a toy for the rich." Dealers didn't believe in the Model T. Meanwhile, Henry worked 18 hours a day. He inspected every part himself, slept in his office. His wife Clara warned him, "You'll burn out." He replied, "Better to burn out than to live without trying." 5. A revolution no one saw coming. In 1908, the Model T was born. Simple, durable, and affordable. But that wasn't enough. Henry realized, for a car to be for everyone, he had to change the entire system. In 1913, he introduced the world's first moving assembly line in a factory. Today it seems obvious. Back then, it was madness. Experts cried, "Workers will quit. It's degrading." But Henry responded, "If the work is hard, simplify it. If a man is tired, pay him more." And in 1914, he did the unthinkable. He announced a wage of $5 a day, double the industry standard. Workers from across the nation flocked to him. Production soared. The price of the Model T dropped to $260. Farmers, teachers, postmen, all could now own a car. Henry wasn't just selling automobiles. He was giving freedom. Satya 6. Wealth measured not in money, but in belief. By the 1920s, Ford Motor Company had become a giant. Henry Ford, one of the richest men in the world. But his true wealth wasn't in wealth. It was in the fact that he endured mockery, loneliness, and bankruptcy, and still never gave up. He believed when no one else did. He built when everyone said impossible. He dreamed and made the whole world dream with him. Greater than failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, but more wisely. Henry Ford.